So we've looked at patterns, and they're a beautiful tool that's considered one of our principles of design. One of the things we can use to really elevate and make artwork more interesting. So now we want to do something with the patterns. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a drawing with a background filled with pattern. And so I'm going to ask you to draw an animal and divide it into extra shapes and fill those shapes with pattern, and then to do the same thing for the background. So there's a lot of different ways we can do this. And of course, I'm going to help you through this. And your paper can be landscape or portrait. And so let's look at how we're going to make this project. The first step is that I've posted several how to draw handouts. How to draw a beetle, how to draw a rabbit, how to draw a frog. So there's several that you can look at and you can choose. So you choose which animal you want to use, and then you get a sheet of paper. And again, this is our big paper. It is 12 inches by 18 inches. You've got this nice big paper, and you're going to start with your drawing. So for my demo, I decided to do the frog, and I've already started my drawing. So here's my drawing of the frog. Then, of course, I want to add patterns. I want to give myself that opportunity. So what I can do is I could outline it with black. And this is where it could start getting different. Even though, of course, I followed the directions, I can begin to add more divisions. You know, I want places to put my patterns, so maybe I add more shapes. Because let's be frank, this animal's not going to look realistic. And so I can add all sorts of sort of divisions. Real or imaginary. And considering this is one of the principles of design, pattern, why not make this look like this ornate piece of jewelry or something, just something really beautiful. So none of these shapes exist on the handout. So I'm definitely adding a lot more to my drawing. And so you're welcome to use your imagination. I can draw different shapes for the background. I think I got a little confused there. There we go. For example, if I wanted my frog to be on a water lily, That gives me more shapes. I could have a big water lily flower, a lotus bloom here. And then what I want to do is fill it with pattern. Because as much as I want a beautiful drawing to start with, the star of the show is really going to be these patterns. And like the pattern project, remember you want a lot of variety. And then really one of the secrets is you want what's called elaboration. The more complex you can make your patterns, the more interesting they'll be. So when you create your pattern, maybe try to think of 3 or 4 different little details you could add that'll make them visually interesting. So I'm going to bring this lecture to a close, but with that, I'm going to kind of work backwards. So again, you're going to work on the 12 by 18 inch sheet. You're going to choose one of the how to draw. These are 3 samples I grabbed, but there's more than this attached. And then you're going to draw it nice and big, and then fill the entire image with patterns. And as a result, you are going to have to add extra divisions in the animal. So this student, a butterfly, definitely had more or fewer divisions in the wings, and then she chose to have that wings. And then look at what makes these patterns so beautiful, all the different details, the elaboration, that it's not just a stripe, it's not just a dash, but there's so much interesting. And that's what really will make the projects sing. Thank you so much.